Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you clicking on that video as always. And we are back with another weekly wears video. And if this is your first time finding this channel, my name is Gerard, and on this channel we talk about all things fragrances. I do videos like I'm doing today, which is just looking back at the week prior and talking about all 7 fragrances that I wore every day for that week. So if that's content that you think you want to see more of, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications so you are updated whenever I upload something new. I'm really excited about this week. I think I have 7 amazing fragrances that are going to work in the summertime, all of them with their own unique little twist. So not your typical fresh fragrance. And this week was amazing because we hit 7,000 subscribers on this channel. Thanks to you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. Since day one, since I started this channel, the positive feedback has been overwhelming, far outweighing the negative, and you guys are motivating me to continue to do these videos. I like doing these videos and talking about fragrance with you guys down in the comments. You guys are the best. You make this fun to do. But with all that being said, let's jump right into it, starting with Sunday. So Sunday, I wanted something clean, fresh, a little sweet, compliment getter, the whole 9, super easy to wear, and high quality. And this checks every single one of those boxes. Scent I'm talking about is Chanel Perfume Spot Eau Extreme. This is top 10 for me. One of my favorite fragrances in my collection. Fantastic atomizer. I mentioned that this is fresh and sweet, and I think that's why this is so appealing. It's this combination of mint, mandarin orange, and the tonka bean in the base. It's its own thing. It reminds me a bit of another fragrance that is actually on this list that I also wore last week. However, this is more tonka heavy than that one, a little more vanillic, a little more creamy, and it's, I think, in a sense, more versatile. Well, I know in a sense it's more versatile. It can transition from day to night far easier than the other one that I'm going to be talking about in a bit. For me, this is super versatile. I love fragrances that I can wear one fragrance all day, put it on, go to the office, go meet clients, maybe meet up with some friends, my wife, the family, maybe grab dinner later that evening and still wear the same fragrance, maybe just re-up on it. I've talked a bit about the performance of this one. When I first got it, I thought the performance was underwhelming. However, the longer I've had this, the more I recognize that I do go nose blind to this. I've done other videos covering a bit more in detail. I do go nose blind to it. And even though I can't smell it, I'm still getting compliments on it 10 hours later. So it's a testament to the actual longevity of this scent. I will always have this in the collection as long as they're making it. I absolutely love this stuff. I think sport in the name is a tad bit misleading. Doesn't come across as sort of that sporty vibe to me. It's just really masculine, classy, fresh, modern, and compliment getting, and I love this one. So good. Chanel's Perfume Spot Eau Extreme. This next one that I wore on Monday is actually, this was plentiful in the rack stores. You could find this thing so easily, and now I don't see it anymore. You can, however, still get it on online discounters. I will be sure to link it down below. And if you guys decide to use my link, I do get a small commission, and rest assured that goes right back into the channel. On producing, making these videos, I have ideas. I want to do more. I'm officially sort of rearranging my setup. So I want to grow this channel. I want to see where it goes. So your support is something as simple as purchasing through my links helps the channel quite a bit, and I appreciate that. But on Monday, I reached for this one. I love this stuff. Scent I'm talking about is Abercrombie & Fitch's First Instinct. And you can see I put a nice little dent in this. I thought there was a possibility that this was going to be too youthful, that it was going to be one of those fragrances because it was an Abercrombie & Fitch fragrance, that it was going to be too youthful, something that a guy my age wouldn't want to wear, but I was dead wrong. This stuff is awesome. Gin tonic, violet leaf, pepper, and amber are some of the notes in here. A lot of, oh man, in the air. Pepper and that gin, fizzy, a little bit of grapefruit, possibly in the top, adding this fruity citric vibe to it. A lot of people say this is a great vacation scent. I would 1000% agree, but I think it's more than that. I think it is a hot weather scent, perfect for summer with a little bit of a twist. That gin tonic twist gives it almost this slight boozy effect, blended with that pepper, adding this masculinity to it. I picture just this being the ideal grab and go if you're going to have maybe dinner on the beach or meeting someone for lunch at the waterfront, something like that. It's just really easygoing, playful, friendly, approachable. You can wear this when you're maybe meeting someone new, someone that you don't know that well. This scent is not going to offend them. If anything, you're going to smell fantastic. It has this really nice, musky dry down to it. It's a little bit sensual, a little bit sexy to edge to it, which I like, and not what I was expecting from a summer, what's touted as a summer forward fragrance from Abercrombie & Fitch. I'm thinking like young people running around like surfing and stuff. I don't know. It's what I think about when I think of Abercrombie & Fitch. Not that. Just kind of works well. I think this suits any age, and it's fun. And longevity, although not excellent, it's still a fresh fragrance. I'm still getting roughly 5 or 6 hours from this, and that's ideal for what this is and what I want it to use it for. So Abercrombie & Fitch, First Instinct. Very interesting set of notes on what I wore on Tuesday. I just did a video on this one. Check it out if you have not yet. Scent I am talking about is Sean John's 3 a.m. Cardamom, fig leaf, and tonic water give this a very unique sort of vibe. Very unique. And legendary atomizer. Don't even need to tell you guys. You probably already know. I mean, just incredible atomizer. This was a scent that I did not like. Absolutely hated this fragrance the first time I tried it. Not instantly. I enjoyed the opening. The opening was nice. And then it dried down into something I wasn't as crazy about. This has an animalic edge to it. One of you guys commented on the last video I did that you don't get the animalic vibe from it. I certainly do. It's just this sort of musky skin type, raw, sort of edgy. I think it's coming from that leather. It just adds an edge to this scent that you are not expecting in a fresh fragrance. The elements here, the gin, the violet leaf, the cardamom, the fig leaf, the cardamom, those are elements that make sense, right? They're a little fruity, spicy, it's fresh, it's invigorating, they got that gin note, but the leather in here just kind of is a curveball. And I don't know, the more I wear this, the more I smell it, the more I like it, the more it's growing on me. So I plan on reaching for this more. I made a mistake, I want to say, in that last video. I said I was going to try to link it down below, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I don't feel comfortable linking to just some random Mercari seller or eBay seller for you guys. So if you guys want to venture off and try to find one through them, you can do that. Prices are through the roof. I was shocked. I took for granted that I had this in the collection and was expecting it to be easier to find, especially because this was so easy to find just last year. Just last year, you could walk into any Burlington and they'd have 10 bottles on the shelf. So this is a really popular fragrance. Longevity is not great. You're going to get, maybe 4 or 5 hours from it, but you can always re-up and just be careful because that sprayer puts out a lot of juice. Sean John, 3 a.m. So I mentioned another fragrance that gets compared to the Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. More so the Allure Homme Sport than the Eau Extreme. Scent I'm talking about is Versace Pour Homme. Bitter orange leaf, clary sage, and musk are some of the notes in here. And this is a fresh, aquatic, floral fragrance through and through. No bells and whistles, just classic DNA. You've probably smelled this before, and it's damn good. I remember bringing this along with me to Las Vegas from my friend's bachelor party, wore it to a pool party. It just works. It has this sort of metallic tinge to it. It's going to be slightly reminiscent of some 90s fragrances that have that metallic edge, but it's really, really nice. More floral heavy than the Allure Sport, things like Missoni Wave. These things, they smell similar. However, this is much more floral and uplifting to me. It's a little more alive, a little more vibrant, a little more sparkly than those fragrances. Those are a little more vanilla centric. They have more vanilla, more tonka, and this is devoid of that. It's just a fresher, brighter take on the DNA. So I don't think it's redundant to own both. Not in a million years would I think it's redundant. This is just a classic scent. I will probably always have this in my collection at some, to some degree. I'm almost out. This is a little, I want to say this is a 30 ml. This is a 50 ml. So I'm almost out of my 50 ml, and I have a lot of bottles, guys. So this just goes to show how much I actually use this stuff. Great out of the shower scent. I did say that I imagine the Allure as being a little more versatile, and the reason I say that is because the Allure Sport Eau Extreme has that vanilla undertone to it, making it a bit more of an evening out date night type fragrance. Not date night in the way that you associate most date night fragrances, but you could go on a date and wear Chanel Allure Sport Eau Extreme. You could wear this on a date too, but there's nothing really sexy about this if that's your goal. It's just more uplifting and alive and bright, and definitely a compliment getter. I've gotten compliments from this as well. So I love this stuff. Will always be in the collection, and you're not getting anything crazy in terms of longevity here. It's pretty average performer, but it's damn good. Versace Pour Homme. This next one was probably my favorite release of 2022. And it is without question my favorite in this particular line. Scent I'm talking about is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Italian Love. Grapefruit, ozonic notes, and musk are some of the notes in here. Not the best atomizer, but to be honest, this stuff, a little goes a long way. Rindy grapefruit in the air. Little different on skin. It develops more quickly on the skin than on clothes, obviously, but I don't get in its sillage, I get a lot of rindy grapefruit. On skin, I get this blend of the grapefruit with this aquaticness, some sweet notes, a little bit of musk. It has this fizzy sort of synthetic feeling cashmere in here, rounding everything out, and it's so interesting. It's so interesting. This is my favorite in the line, without question. And I'm not a big fan of the intense version of this, the Eau Intense. It doesn't work on my skin. When I say aquatic, these are two different aquatics. This aquatic is more solar notes, like the sun hitting the pavement after a rainstorm. The Eau Intense version is more ocean aquatic, so salty. This isn't a salty. You got the bitter grapefruit adding that citric touch, and it's just so good. I get wafts of this throughout the day. Performance is excellent for a fresh fragrance. It's interesting. You're gonna smell a little bit different. I want to get the bigger bottle. I am getting a little nervous that this might be harder to find as the months go on, because I want to say this was just sort of a specialty release. It was not meant to be in production forever, so production may have already stopped. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys know about this one. Absolutely incredible stuff. One of my favorite summer fragrances, without question. So damn good. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Italian Love. Moving right along, guys. This is another fragrance perfect for the summertime with a little bit of an edge to it. And this is from a house that is sort of revered, renowned. They've been around forever, known for their quality and really affordable prices. Scent I'm talking about is Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum. This is fresh, woody, and green, mint, rum, vetiver. Has an old school undertone to it, but just works. The day I wore this, I was like, wow, I wish why don't I wear this? And I don't wear this enough. I think it's because I'm sort of in this place right now where I'm an admirer of the older vintage style fragrances, the more masculine 70s, 80s fragrances. This has a slight undertone to that. This doesn't have a lot of sweetness to it, as you would think with notes like rum. It's lacking sweetness, but I like that about this. It's a little bit dry, a little bit boozy, is sort of reminiscent of a cocktail, icy cocktail on vacation with some muddled herbs and greens in there. Really natural smelling and just incredible stuff. Although it's homme in the name, him, in French, I think this is inching closer to the unisex line. My wife wears this periodically. She really likes this DNA. So I think it is definitely more masculine than feminine, because in the dry down, it gets more musky and a little bit more woody, leaning more masculine. So, and also that old school sort of vibe to it. Really like this stuff. Again, average performer, but it's another summer freshie with a twist. So just for that reason, deserves a place in any collection. Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum. And finally, on Saturday, these guys over at Barrett Fragrances were nice enough to send me this bottle. They just did, by the time you guys are watching this, they did a 40% off sale on their entire website. The quality of these fragrances, their Extrait des Parfums, are incredible. I've talked about their fragrances on the channel before. This one that I wore on Saturday is no exception. Scent I'm talking about is Pool Time from Barrett Fragrances. Now, Barrett just recently, I have a couple of the older bottles as well. They just recently changed their presentation to this really nice, some of them have this silver plate on it, which I have here on the Pool Time. And some have a gold plate matching a gold cap, but it's a really heavy duty cap. I love this sort of diamond cut almost cap here with these edges on it, and it just really classy looking. Looks fantastic on a shelf. All these bottles are the same. You can see they're all the same size, the square bottle, and they look really great in a collection, all sort of lined up together. And let me tell you, this stuff, guys, unfortunately, I don't have a discount code for them. I plan on reaching out to the owner and seeing if I can get one for you guys, but maybe like a permanent discount code. They're amazing. They're clone fragrances. They're inspired by fragrances that are very close to the original. Great atomizer as well. But this one is inspired by Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim. Whoa, in the air, just amazing stuff. It's citrusy. It has this warmth to it that's so addictive. I let my wife smell this. She's like, wow, that smells really good. Like the citrus in there, authentic smelling. It has this sweet sharpness to it. It's musky. It has a sensualness to it. I can see wearing this out in the evening. And I know Afternoon Swim is more of you imagine daytime poolside, chilling out, like vacation vibe, which I get. But the musk in here has this really sexy edge to it that makes it feel like I could go out in the evening, summer evening out to dinner. This is going to work. Absolutely 1000% this is going to work to go out at night. So I really like that versatility for this one. Let me put this on my hand really quick so you guys can just see the sheen that this leaves behind. And I don't mind doing it because this is what I wore today. The day that I'm filming this is Saturday. So, but I think, let me see if you can see that. I really hope the camera's picking that up. It's hard to, there you go. So you can just see the oil sheen, and this stuff is so amazing. I love it. It smells super natural. There is no clean, with all the citrus up top, it runs the risk of being very sort of bathroom toilet cleaner. Not that at all. So for the price they're doing these at, I want to say this is a $60 bottle. As I said, they did a 40% off this weekend. That is an incredible value. Incredible value. So definitely check them out. Barrett Fragrances, Pool Time. Oh man. So good. That's all I have today, guys. As always, let me know in the comment section down below what your weekly rotation was. Always love hearing what you guys are wearing. As I always say, it gives me ideas as to what my next pickup might be, and who better than you guys to tell me what's out there and what's good. So leave it in the comment section down below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.